spread love and positive vibes. Let me start the video by thanking our new subscribers and our returning subscribers. We value you, we appreciate you, we salute you. You are the real deal. And today we are going all the way to the land of food and water. And we're going to learn some of the words that Jamaicans themselves have invented. I always tell you, Jamaica is small population, but they talawa. And we're going to look at what is the meaning of the word talawa and where it came from. But before then, I want to tell you that Jamaica is a mixture of very many races, but the majority of Jamaicans, according to history, they came from West Africa and some from North America, the Arawak people, and therefore the words we're going to handle is a combination of the originality of the people of Jamaica. So today we are learning words that can only be understood, be applied by the people that are born in Jamaica and brought up in Jamaica. And that does not mean other regions in the Caribbean cannot understand these words. Because remember, in the other video, we actually said the language spoken by Jamaicans, the Pato language, is actually spoken in most of the Caribbean islands. And we find that the people of Jamaica share words with West Africa. So we are going to come across very, very entertaining words, and you as a Jamaican, you will tell us whether you have heard about these words and whether the meanings are what we are going to say. Because I understand that the meaning of words can differ from the people who come from west of Jamaica, from those that come east of Jamaica. The meaning of the words can actually differ. But I want you to say, because you are the ones at the source, you know the meaning of these words, you have applied these words in your lifetime, and if not, your grandmother or grandfather has applied these words, because these words are got from a very elderly lady. Maybe they were applied by the old people, and now they are not being applied. So you're going to tell us, and we're going to appreciate. The first word, drum roll, the first word is finky, finky. What does finky, finky mean? According to my source, finky, finky means weak and feeble. And it applies, according to this source, somebody said it applies to human beings. Like somebody can be sick and very weak, and therefore we can say so and so was very sick, and therefore he is finky, finky, very weak and feeble. But according to another source, I found that this word can actually be applied to objects, not just human beings, but objects. So you can actually say finky means anything that is weak. That boy is too finky, finky. That boy is too weak. And then you can say, don't put heavy items on that table because it is finky, finky. The table is weak. It cannot hold the items you are placing on it. So, guys, on the comment section, tell us other meaning of the word finky, finky. Is it applied today in Jamaica, or it was applied by the grandfathers and the grandmothers that were there in Jamaica? And remember that most of these expressions are actually from West Africa. So if there is a West African in the house, you can tell us whether you still use the word finky, finky to mean weak. So for every word I'm going to talk about here, we are going to see the meaning, and we are going to see how it is applied, or rather a sentence consisting that word. Let's run Patwa. Today is Patwa Day. So join me, we learn other words. So we have come across finky, finky, that means weak and feeble. So when you are sick, for so long, you become finky, very weak. You cannot be able to actually walk. Sometimes we are unable to walk after a long sickness. The next word is Tarawa. And the Jamaicans in the house, you can tell us whether Tarawa is a Patois word or it is actually an English word. Because according to the sources I got, some were saying it's an English word, the others were saying it's actually a Patois word. Tarawa is used very, very much in Jamaica because, like I said, Jamaica is a small island with a very low population, but Tarawa, it shines. We have seen athletics shining in Jamaica. We have seen the beauty of Jamaica shining. We have seen the fashion shining in Jamaica. We have seen a lot of achievement and victory from the Jamaican people. So they could be small, it could be a small island, the population could be low, but they Tarawa. And I wondered, by the way, we have a Kiswahili word that says Tawara. Tawara. And actually, at one time I confused the word Tarawa with Tawara. According to the Kiswahili Tawara, it means rule, reign. But according to the Jamaican meaning of Tarawa, it means you are small but mighty. Small but mighty, small but strong, small but you can conquer. So Jamaica is small but the Tarawa. And we can use a sentence of the word Talawa, and I have actually done it. Jamaica is small island, but they Talawa. They learn, they read, and others follow. They are the pacemakers, and others follow them. Great words invented by great people to describe situations and to express themselves and their island. So we have Tarawa, which is the other word I wanted to talk about. And then we have kukumum. Kukum. I hope my pronunciation is correct. Kukum. It is sort of a sound. Actually, according to the person who was explaining, a person who is slim and bony, very, very slim, that you can see the bones of that person, is said to be kukum, very slim. And if you happen to be a lady and you quarrel with a gentleman and you are very rude to that gentleman, he can actually tell you, you are boasting and you are kukum. You are thorny, you are slim, you are bony, your bones are showing. And the sound made by the bones as you walk. I was just laughing when I was listening to this old lady. She was actually saying, kukum may also mean a sound made by something. And I was imagining when someone is slim and very small, the bones can make a sound as you move. So the bones are kukum. They are making that sound that means you are so tiny, you are so small, you are so bony. And it is actually used by Jamaican men when the ladies are rude to them and maybe they don't want to talk to them and they tell you, why are you boasting? And you're kukum. You're so slimy, you're bony. Yeah, so that is the meaning of the word kukum. Let us continue running patois. The next word is buduf baf. You can see that these words are actually similar to kukum. Kukum means slim and bony. And you make that sound as you walk. While buduf baf means very heavy, huge. A huge person. And this huge person, when he falls down, he can make the sound buduf baf. It is actually a good example is when a fruit falls from a tree and it makes the sound buduf baf. So we can actually say the ripe fruit or the ripe mango fell from a tree and made the sound buduf Buff. Buduf, buff. So when I heavy, I was imagining, because this can be a sound just like kum, kum. It can be a sound made by a heavy object falling down. Remember I said kukum kum can also be a sound made by very tiny things, a very streamy sound. And therefore, buduf, buff could be also a sound made by a heavy object falling down. And you can actually construct a sentence. We say, he is so huge that when he fell down, it was buduf, buff. He made that heavy sound when he was falling down. So that is another word. The Jamaicans in the house, you can tell us whether there are other meanings of buduf, buff. Buduf, buff is also used as an insult. Actually, some of the people were giving a testimony that they messed up with the teachers. Maybe you refused to answer a question correctly, and the teacher told you, go and have your ears checked. Buduf, buff. Go and have your ears checked so that you can be known whether you are okay. Hit them at the back, or rather you actually mess up with the teacher, and the teacher tells you, I'm going to buduf back you at the back. I am going to hit you very hard at the back until you make that sound, buduf, buff. I was enjoying these words as I was studying them. You know, sometimes I love learning patois, but I will take time and learn patois. I don't know who will be my teacher. If you're there, you would want to teach me patois, I would appreciate a lot. So we have buduf, buff. Hitting with a sound. You are beaten and you make a sound. That is buduf, buff. And then we have brata. Brata. Those are Jamaican words. You're going to tell us whether they come from English words or patois words. So we have brata. Brata means extra. Like, for example, when a pregnant woman goes to the market, because she's seen that she's carrying a baby, the person in the market can tell her, she buys fruits, and then the seller tells her, I have added you one for the small baby in the stomach. So it is actually an extra fruit for the baby. So if I may construct a sentence, the mother can be told, now that you have bought many fruits, I have brata. I have added one extra. I have added brata for the unborn child. I have brata. I have added brata. I have added extra for the newborn, or rather for the baby that is in the stomach. So brata means extra. Add extra meat for the baby, or rather if you go to a butchery, the butcherman will tell you, I'll add a smaller piece for the baby in the stomach. So he can actually tell you, I am going to add you an brata piece, an extra piece, a brata piece for the unborn baby. So brata means extra. A very, very entertaining language. This patois is, I'm actually enjoying it so much. Kukum kum, buduf buff, talawa, fenken. Is it fen? So those are the words we are running today. The next one is panka. And panka means you are not too low or too high. You know, there is a day that you wake up, you're not feeling so good or so bad. You are in between. You are not tired and you are not relaxed. You are just there. You are panka. It means that you are moving with the tide. You are moving with the vibe. You are not too bad nor too good. You are just there. Kwa Kiswahili, in Kiswahili we say, uko katikati. Hauko mbaya, hauko mzuri. In other words, you are not too good, you are not too bad. You are just there. You are hanging. You are just moving with the vibe. So you can actually make a sentence and say, today I'm feeling panka. I'm feeling just there. I'm not I'm not feeling too good or too bad. I am just panka. And then lastly and not least, we have the word blaps. Blaps, stopping at once, suddenly. You can actually stop at once, suddenly. The vehicle blaps. The vehicle stopped suddenly. The vehicle stopped blaps. In other words, you had not prepared for what would happen. It happened suddenly. Psychologically, you are not prepared. The screams stopped blaps. In other words, people are screaming and it just stopped suddenly. So we have the word blaps. And we have talked about talawa. Talawa, according to some source, it can actually mean small but powerful. And according to some other source, it is from an English word. So the Jamaicans in the house, you can tell us whether Tarawa comes from the English or the Patois language. Today we have enjoyed ourselves learning the Patois language, and I hope you can add other words that are invented by the people of Jamaica and that are so enjoyable. I've actually enjoyed going through these words. Kukum, kam, panka, buduf, buff, and so on. They are very entertaining words, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. See you during the next video. Bye-bye, and God bless.